Hey guys, welcome. This is Gio from Smart Home Makers. How are you? Are you guys all good? All good. So today it's a little bit of a new live that I'm going to try and experiment. I've got a bunch of stuff. You can see a few products already here. I've got some products down there, and I thought as I have to open up and unbox them anyway, I sort of need to. I could record my first impressions, also hang out with some of you guys live. And then talk about maybe the future projects and where I'm going to actually use these devices in the videos to come. So today's been a really awesome day in the UK. I've actually got a little bit of sun for once, been a bit outside relaxing. It was 22 degrees Celsius, so that's quite a lot for us, especially this time of year. So I'm quite happy. So first of all, I'm just going to do a mic check and to let me know if you can hear me well, or if I've been just talking on mute or something. And a big shout out to Nicholas, Shivam, and we have also Mike. And so let me know where you guys are actually from, and if all the audio is all working. If someone can drop something in the chat, let me know, and that will be awesome, so that I can actually start. Okay, we also have Renee. It's nice to see you, Renee. Awesome. So we've got a few people. So we've got a few things. Don't know where to start really. Which one to design. So we've got this mysterious bag. It's quite strange. This is the first time that Amazon actually sends this bag. It's not even a box. So I know what's inside here, and then we've got other things over here. We've got a more bigger box. You might have probably seen this from the thumbnail. So obviously the thumbnail gives it all away. Awesome. Oh, thanks for the sound checks. You guys are confirming it's all good. Groceries, yeah, it could be a pack of groceries from Amazon, but it's not. So we've got a few things over here also, and I want to show you. Hi, Peter. Awesome. Oh, missed Edward from the US. So it's a bit late here, so we're not gonna hang out too long today. But there are no guests, unfortunately, today because I didn't organize this previously. So I'm just gonna get going. Just gonna start opening up the first one, and we'll talk through this one. Okay, here we go. So first one in, I'm going to try and zoom this in a bit. I don't know how the focus is actually focusing or not. So straightforward, want to start with the Echo Dot. So it's in currently a spring sale. So this is like, got this for £30. So I've got, and if you can see that, I don't know if you can see that where the backlight is. Just close to that backlight, I have the Echo Dot 3 on top there. So this will be the 4th version. And fun fact, actually, I lost the charging of that device. I don't know where it went. It got unplugged and it disappeared. So actually that's unplugged. It doesn't actually work. And in another video that I made previously, I was actually talking about the first generation Echo, the one I have upstairs, and that's like the long tall one. So I'm actually quite excited to get this up and running. So what I'll be using this for. So first of all, I want to know, are you guys with Amazon or with Google or with Apple? Which one is your favorite voice assistant? Let me know. I haven't fully decided which one is my favorite yet. I just keep buying different ones. It's all a mess. Okay, so we've got it. Oh, it's a nice round shape. You've got your controls up here. Oh, I didn't know this. So I didn't really research these products much. So I'm not going to be prepared today. So you can see you got these buttons. They look like some alarm clock thing. And probably this will glow if you put it somewhere. So this is how it looks. So it looks good. We've got our normal cable. There you go. So we've got this special socket that is very difficult to find. I can't find anything else, any other product that shares the same lead, because I was trying to look for one of these for my Dot 3. Probably just get one from eBay, or never managed to get around doing it. So we can put this aside and we'll move on to the next one. Did I mention what I was going to do? Yeah, I'm going to do a video about Alexa and how we can actually use it in our smart home. So I'm going to be using these in some videos in the future. Okay, awesome. So we have some votes here. So we have Renee for Google, Edward for I'm not going to say the name again. Sorry. And the Peter for Google. So no Apple fans. It's really difficult to side with Apple on this one. I mean, it's just the voice assistant. It's just, I don't know. It's not good. It doesn't work that well. I find it quite frustrating. I've got a HomePod and it's just frustrating. All right, let's stay within the family. And the next one we're going to be opening up, we're going to be looking at the Fire HD10 with, again, another one of the AIVI voice assistant integrated. So this tablet is the 32 gig version, 1080p. Looks like it's quite big. So I just got my iPad here. Let me show you. I mean, obviously this is still in the box, but there's some size to this. Curious to see how big this actually is. So let me recap a few things to note on this device. So when I purchased this device, I got it again with the sale on in the spring sale, Amazon spring sale, and I noticed that they have two versions: one version with ads, one version without ads. And it just got me thinking, what's happening to the world? It's just ads are everywhere. And I know I run ads on the channel too, and I don't think there are any ads on this video specifically. I don't think they're turned on, but it's just that even your tablet always needs to have an ad. Has anyone actually purchased the version with ads, and how does that actually work? How is that intrusive? Does anyone know? Because that would be quite interesting to know. I went with the version without ads, and I'll tell you actually why I went with the version without ads. Specs, I'm quite interested in this long-lasting battery, and I'll have a specific use case for it. And it says 520 gigs of expandable storage for offline viewing. So that looks good. Looks it's got like a Dolby Atmos, dual band AC Wi-Fi. Okay, and we've got that micro SD slot up to 512 gigs. So this looks like a quite respectable tablet. I guess the downside of this, for me, sounds like it just doesn't run the stock Android, right, OS. But I think there's a way to get around that and put the Play Store in, which I'll be like looking quite keen in doing. Let me just remove this banner. Okay, here you go. So let me open this up, and then we'll talk about what I'm planning to do with it. If you guys got any questions, just pop them in the chat. I'm trying to pay attention to them. Okay, let's take this out. Sometimes I actually drop products when I actually pull them out, and I'm doing this live, so it could be a risk. Oh, look at that. Looks very strange. I like this, the cardboard detail. This is actually really perforated. Oh, that's very cool. Okay, so let me just be careful, mindful that I have the device. So So it's got some size to it. I like it. Got the black version, and you can see size comparison versus the iPad that I have here. Would say pretty much. I think that this is a 9.7 inch. This is 10.5, right? 10.1. Okay, 10.1 inch screen. Let me just open this up. And we'll talk about this in a bit more detail. There you go. So this is how it looks. Very clean design. No Amazon logos in the front. You can't see this. You can probably see the reflection of. There you go. I think that's better. Okay, and there you go. You've got your Amazon logo. Where's the charging port? We've got I think this is the charging port here. Power button, volume rocker, some speakers. Yeah, awesome. And you've got front-facing camera. So my plan for this is to actually go into full kiosk mode. So let me just explain what that is. So if you've seen my latest video I did around dashboards, so my plan is to actually have this wall mounted on, you know, downstairs, and have my Home Assistant dashboard here. So in the video that I actually did it, I did it on the iPad, and I'm just demonstrating that. So I might need to readjust the dashboard because this is a slightly bigger screen, so you can fit more things on it. So I'm quite looking forward to that, and that will be a video that will be coming out. I'm not sure when, but when I get around doing it. And I like this. I went for this because it looked like this was the best option. I think it's easier to use an Android tablet, like a Samsung tablet, because you need to do some fiddling around to get Home Assistant on it. But you know, why not? It's a bit of a challenge, and this came up had a really good price. So I thought we'll give this a try. Let me answer a few questions, and we'll put this aside and we'll go to the next one. Okay, so if Buro, hi, nice to see you again. He's saying, I have only Echo dot stuff. I would like to use them as multi-room speakers in Home Assistant. At the moment, it seems impossible to group it in Home Assistant and control it all in the same mode. See, that seems like the case. It's not that straightforward. It seems like the Google devices work better with Home Assistant, but I haven't fully explored the two differences. Hence, also me getting more of these devices to actually find out the difference. But in my use case, I'll be using this as my main interaction point. We also have welcome other half gaming. My wife has one with ads, and the lock screen shows the ads. Okay, so the ads are only on the lock screen, or even when you're like opening it up and using it. That would be quite interesting to find out. But I find it very peculiar model. I'm not sure if there's any other product that has an option with ads or without ads. So it seems like Amazon are pioneering on that front. So we also have some more cables here, but USB-C to USB-A. Okay, let me put the cables back inside, because then I'll forget what is what. I have to rewatch the video. Let me put this aside. Let's move on to these. Got a few of these devices over here. Awesome. So if you're enjoying the stream, I'm not sure if you are, but if you're enjoying it, give me a like, and I will fully appreciate that a lot. Now I've got two products that was sent over to me by a company called Ajax Online, and they're based in the UK, and they've actually been in a couple of other YouTubers. They've been in Paul Hibbert's, and they've been in Geek Street. So they've been quite. I've seen really good videos about their products, so I'm quite excited to play around with them. I've got a bunch more over there, and I'll be doing a specific video of these products and try them out and see how they work. The two ones I wanted to talk to you about today is this combination of indoor Siren. So these are all Zigbee 3.0 products. So let me show you. I already opened this one just to let you know, but I just wanted to show you as I was doing a little bit of an unboxing. So this is like a indoor Siren that you can use, and you can power this. You see you've got the power over here. You've got an on and off button, and basically, yeah, you just place this wherever you want, and you can trigger the alarm. So then, if you remember, I made a video about the DIY alarm system, and in that example, I was using a Sonos speaker to trigger an MP3 recording of a Siren. Well, this is a real Siren, right? So obviously, this will be a lot better. So yeah, this is quite cool. 85 decibel alarm indicator. I think this is around 40 pounds. I might be wrong, but I'm gonna link this in the product. I'm gonna link everything basically in a comment later on because I haven't got the links ready to share with you. And let me show you another device that's sort of linked to this. Try to open this with some care. There you go. Okay, so this device I also already opened previously because I was too eager. I wanted to find out. So you got this little remote. Now this could be very useful for the non-tech savvy. Maybe for the people that don't actually have smartphones on them. I'm thinking about family members that maybe might not have apps and everything installed, but even just having this handy somewhere around, where you already have it. Your phone could be anywhere. So in a situation of, you could do like an SOS button and various other arming and disarming. This could be very useful. I'm thinking for my parents, certainly, that this could be useful for them. This kit is very, very straightforward to use, and I can use it with a remote without actually having to have their phones on them. So yeah, you also get like a 3M sticker, so you can like stick this to the wall. So these two like work together. So this is again from Ajax Online, a UK based company, and they do a lot of other smart products. So these are compatible with Smart Life and Tuya. So very, very, very good. This is also Zigbee, just to let you know. Let me put this to the side and let's continue with more unboxing. In the meantime, I'll clear out the desk a little bit, and I'll also check out some questions or comments or anything. So Marianne says, I ran alarm panel on a fire 7-inch. You can disable the ad by not registering it with your Amazon account. Right. That's a good trick to know. That'll be interesting to know. But then again, you got your pros and cons of not having it as an Amazon device. Potentially, you can't use it maybe for video conferencing. Could you use this for like an Echo Show, for example, to communicate with other Echo devices? Could you use the tablet for that? Potentially. And I guess if you don't register it with Amazon, then you can't use in Home Assistant like a media player. I don't know. But then good point, good workaround. It's good to have the option. Awesome, works great. Thank you, Nicholas. Awesome. So trying some community help going on. Awesome. Let's move this around. Okay, so we got this. Can someone recognize what this is? Or maybe someone can read this. I'm not sure if this is quite clear. Wonder if you guys know what this is. See who can guess in the chat first. And then get some water. There you go. Should be able to see this. Whoop, spinning around. Oh, Rene, I think he's first. Unifi, yeah, we got some more Unifi stuff. So I'm gonna actually tell you this interesting story about me buying too much Unifi equipment. So the Unifi stuff, I purchased it all, and what happened really? I'll tell you. So I wanted to get the Unifi Switch 16 ports. One I actually made a video and released a video of, and I wanted to get it, but it was out of stock. So what I did before, well, I'll maybe just get away getting a 8-port switch and then just getting a few Flex Minis. This is a Flex Mini. And then I also registered to be alerted when they were going back in stock. So I think Unifi and Unifi products have been very difficult to find. I'm not sure if it's because of Brexit or COVID or whatever. But anyway, they've been difficult to find in the Europe store. So what I did, I actually got an email like a couple of days afterwards that they were in stock. So I decided to buy that too. So I ended up with having a bit too much networking equipment, and I need to figure out ways of actually using them. Right? So that will be quite interesting for the future. And Ernesto is spot on the money. He's going with the Flex Mini. So I've got this Flex Mini. Now, if anyone is struggling to find one of these and you actually really need it, this one and the other switch, you can just reach out to me and we'll sort something out, because I'm not in a need of actually this product. As I explained, it's been an over purchasing. All right, Peter, thanks for coming, and you can just rewatch the recording, but thanks for coming. Right, so let me get this out of the box. Now, this impressive thing of this device is how this device is small. So I've got another one I got and I opened up previously. But look at the size of it. Now, just to give you an idea of what can I use, I can use an iPhone, right? So I've got my iPhone here. Now, this is an iPhone 12. And you can see the size difference. So you can see the switch comes in very small size. It doesn't have any wall mounts. So I was trying to, well, you can't wall mount it. Potentially, you can just get one of these stickers, stick it at the back and stick it on the wall or whatever. You can power this with PoE, so power over Ethernet, and it's clearly labeled here. You can see PoE in. And then you have 4 ports. This comes around, I'm going to say 30 euros, 30 pounds for a managed switch. This is a managed switch. So you can do things like VLANs, and it's fully integrated into the Unifi ecosystem if you're into that. So this is a very nice little piece of kit. You also have a USB charger in the package, which is not always the case with these products. You don't tend to have charging capabilities. And look how nice this is. I mean, I've got another one of these. I'm not sure what to do with these because I'm in the UK and these are not. These are European. It's a European socket, so I can't use this. It's gonna go in the garage. But look how nice this looks. This looks really nice. I don't know if you can see that, but it's just very. I thought about this, and also this cannot be detached. So it could be a good thing or it could be a bad thing, depending if you have pets or I'll say people that bite on cables. But I used to have a rabbit, and if that rabbit chewed on this cable, you can't replace it because it's just whole unit is gone. So pros and cons of having it attached to the unit. So let me put this aside. If you guys got any questions about the networking and networking stuff, or if there are more networking videos you would like to see, let me know. We have John is saying he uses Cisco 24-port gigabit switch. I don't know the model. I'm not a networking guy, to be honest. I'm also trying to learn as I go. I know the principles, but I'm not a network engineer per se. So let us know what are the sort of the good things about this switch. In particular, we know Cisco. I know Cisco is a very famous brand, but all 24 ports would have been really good for me. Unfortunately, in my cabinet, it's a restricted space, and I can barely fit the 16 port, which is a pity. So I would have loved 24. Renee, yeah, I agree with you. It's you know, pack of 3 at 81. What can you ask for? So we've got another one here. Another so we got the bigger brother. We have the Unifi Net. This is the version model number USW Lite 8 PoE. We've got it around. This is the 8-port version. So you remember I had the 16-port version in the video, and this 8-port version I'm potentially going to put in this room and use it also to do networking videos, explain how PoE works, things like that. So I'm just going to open it up right now. This actually does have a power adapter and a wall-mounted kit. So you should be able to see that, hopefully. Oh, nice. So you got a lot of IP cameras into it. Comes in handy. Yeah, absolutely. What brands do you use? What IP cameras do you use? Because I've got two. I got an Anki camera that I use in one of my videos. I've made a video of that. I've got a Reolink camera that I'm trying out and testing out. I'll make a video about that hopefully this month too. So I'm interested to find out what is the best IP camera really that you can get that's sensible. I also have some of the Unifi G3, so G3 Dome and a G3 Plex. I've got like 4 different types of cameras. So I'm always a fan of cameras. Cool. Yeah, several relens. That's nice. Magic Non. Ah, okay. I haven't heard of that. Let me send it out. Is this a company from Germany? Is it? Yeah, you can feel free to post a link of the product that you use. I'm not bothered if you want to post a link of the product. You can do that in the chat section. That will help everyone out. One thing to note, if you guys are into packaging, if you like your packaging, and this is a cardboard. It feels really good to the touch. The quality of this packaging from Unifi, they've upped the game since the last time I bought Unifi equipment. Packaging has changed considerably. I guess they also are using, this is more of a plastic feel. The other switches were like more metal feel. So this is the switch. This is the 8-port switch. So this has the wall mounting capabilities. It's got some pads. Let me compare these two together. You should see that. I'm not sure if it's focusing really well. So you can see the size difference between the two. So this gives PoE out. So the main difference between this one and this one is that this one gives PoE out. So this basically, this device can power this device, but not vice versa. So we have 4 PoE ports that you can actually use to have your like IP cameras or things like that. This is quite nice. Let me put this over here. See more stuff out. Oh, we got a bigger power brick now. Okay. Okay, so let's see what we've got. We have this little wall mounting device. So I'm going to keep this in the bag, but this would clip behind here, and there's like a little hole right here, and in there you can clip this, put this in, and you like hook it on the wall. You've got some screws, little compact manual. I don't know what you need that for. And this is another big power block. Oh man, yeah, another, unfortunately. Hold on. Potentially, it looks like this can come out. This part over here. I'm not gonna try and, I'm gonna break it now. All right, I'm not gonna force it, but this, it's nice, but not compatible with the UK. So not good. So if you're like a consumer, you would be like not happy, I guess, with this, right? If you're in the UK, you would say, hold on, how am I going to use this? So yeah, the 16 port one actually came with the, we call it the kettle socket plug. And they came with a UK, or it came with an EU one, but then they throw in a UK one also. So that was nice. But on these ones they didn't. Cool, so we've got more information about this camera. Imagine cameras are connected to a Motion Eye sensor on a Raspberry Pi. The Motion Eye server is connected to a Home Assistant. Oh, nice. So I haven't tried Motion Eye at all. I heard good things about it. I heard good things about Blue Iris. So what would be the main difference between Blue Iris and Motion Eye? And do you think I should actually try it out? Well, I'm not sure about that the products can go easily into the UK wall plug, but I'll try it. I'll try it maybe another day. Move this stuff out of the way. All right, so we got the big one. Oops, let's do this. Okay, so we've got some. I want to see who's the first one that can actually guess what is this. You might recognize the brand or not. What do you guys think this is? Just go check if my sensitive information is on the other side. That should be fine. Vacuum cleaner, could be. Gaming PC, love that. Joanne saying vacuum robot. Dan saying vacuum robot. Oh, it's a lot of votes for vacuum robots. Nicolas says smart Hoover, like that lingo. So this looks big. I was quite impressed about this. So yeah, obviously it is a vacuum robot. This is a Deebot Ecovacs. Now, you probably all know about Stu from Stu's Reviews, and he published a video very recently about this product, and he talked about it in a lot of depth. So I got in touch with him on, I commented on the video, and we got in touch on Twitter. And actually, if you went over to Twitter and you follow me, you'll find me on the Smart Home Makers on Twitter. You would have seen me taking a photo of this earlier and actually thanking him for convincing me to part with a lot of money. So I actually bought this myself. I spent around, I'm going to lower my voice, £600. I don't want to wake up anyone to alert someone that I made a big expenditure. But this seemed a really good product. It was needed because my existing Robo Vacuum decided to stop working after a few years of service. And I think the problem is when you start having one of these devices in your home, you get addicted to them. So I had a Unifi 30C version, and now we have this one also too. So they do a window clearer too. Ah, okay. All right, they must do a lot of stuff. So quite interested in this. What else to say about this? Yeah, my previous robot vacuum was a standard model. It was just, it didn't do any mapping. This is supposed to have a laser mapping, so it should be clean better. This also has mopping functionality. So we'll find out. So I'm eager to test this out and also to integrate into Home Assistant. So let me open it up and let's get going. Oh, this is a big one. I think you can probably see this. So I haven't got any fancy unboxing knives like a lot of other YouTubers. So I don't like knives, so I've got keys or I just improvise. But I find keys really good at actually cutting through this sort of stuff because you don't need a knife. But the knife is a lot cooler, right? What do you guys think? Should I get a knife for the unboxings? I don't know. Let's see. Okay, let's go across. Ooh, like the color. Okay, so we got handy handle. Terribly scared to break anything. A big panogram. Yeah, I don't think that would be. You probably don't know my DIY skills are not good or anything basically apart from typing on a computer. I'm not sure that me handling a knife is a good idea. So let me show you. Spin this around. Okay. Okay, I think this should be in here. So let's see what this actually features. So it avoids getting stuck with instant object identification. So it seems really good. We will find out. AIVI. True mapping maps your home with 4 times the accuracy. And the Ozmo Pro electric, it's got a mopping and actually does some sort of, it does it 480 times per minute. That is impressive. Let me move this around. So you got an example here. So you can see some like slippers and it's sort of detecting the slippers and it's avoiding them and it's not, I don't know, damaging them. Probably would have put something that you could really damage, right? People will be concerned about slippers getting damaged. You have a map of your home or of the area that is cleaned. You can see the square meters. Okay, so the app looks quite cool. Be setting up the app probably another time. This is getting late. 3 hours runtime. Yeah, vacuums and mops. And this is the box. So I like the box. It's really good. It's got a really good feel to it. Just open this up. Okay, so let me put it back as it was before. Down. Okay, I'm opening it the wrong way around, yeah? Okay, let me flip it around because I'm going to break everything. Then we've got some special effects like drum rolls or anything. Oh, Oh, look at that. Quite impressed by this foam. Oh, oh wow. It looks really nice. Oof, it's getting heavy. Okay, there you go. Welcome to the new robot vacuum. It is heavier than the other one. I can confirm that. I'll let you've got. Oh, so you can see this the laser part of it. Ah, yeah, I forgot. Actually, it's got a camera in front. How weird is that going to be? You can actually go around the house with a camera. You can actually see what's going on. How weird is that? Would that put you guys off? The fact that a rubber vacuum has an actual camera on it. What do you guys think about that? Let me know. Is that a good feature or is that a bad feature? Interesting, yeah, how things are evolving. Seems that cameras are going everywhere. We've got a power button over here. All right, this is really cool. So we've got this open flap. Let me just put this aside. Let's see what else. Let me just check the comments and before we can actually pull up more. Okay. So Edward's saying, I think he meant trying to do, oh, okay. So there's some, you guys are sorting that out. Awesome. So Dan's saying he's got 2 of these on each floor. Love them. I feel worth the extra. Oh, nice. So this actual model here you've got. Have you got any tips? Things that I need to configure or think of? Because that would be awesome. Because what I always want to do when I do these videos and or when I do these reviews is I want to know how good it works out of the box without changing settings. Because most likely most consumers will not change settings, or they will not know what to change, or they won't be even bothered to go on YouTube to find out, you know, what to change. So it's really good to know the default settings and if they're good enough. So that's also important. And let's go ahead. Cool. So there's some conversation going on about the Alexa app integration. That's awesome. Dan saying it's a camera, so you can remotely control it and set it on patrol. So yeah, I can see you got to be going round and round and round, finding out what's going on. I remember from Stu's reviews videos, you can't move it up and down, so it sort of stays fixed, which I guess is okay also because you can't point it at people's faces. I'm not like that. Watching a cat sitting on top. Yeah, I don't have a cat, so I will not be watching my cat sitting on top of it. But yeah, for sure, the cat will be scared. I can imagine that. I used to have a house rabbit, and the rabbit would be scared of the robot. So you feel like these RoboVacs are better than just a gimmick at this point? Yeah, I think so. I think it really depends on your house, how your home is laid out. In my example, I live in a townhouse, so it's like a tower. It's not flat, so I do get some value out of these devices. I don't get a huge amount of value. So if you lived in a flat or on a 1 floor situation, this device can go a long way of covering a lot of area. For me, I'm going to have to either buy multiple of these or move them floor by floor. So you lose a bit of that automation. A few automations I actually used was actually triggering through Home Assistant, triggering cleaning cycles when I was at home or as soon as I left the home. So because I don't like this going around when I'm there or hearing the noise of it. And I thought that was a really good feature. Instead of having on a fixed schedule, which you can do, I guess, if you know when you're leaving the house every day, you can set it up like when you leave the home and it runs, and when you come back and it stops cleaning. And you can basically do whatever you want with a little bit of coding or with the UI in Home Assistant, and you could have it cleaning many more times than you would physically clean yourself. But you still once in a while need to clean like that manually. Right? It's not going to cover everything. It certainly doesn't do stairs, for example. So you still need an ordinary vacuum cleaner. So I'm quite a fan of them, but then the price is quite expensive. So, you know, it depends. But we'll see if this is actually a lot worth more than the other one I got. My bunny rides my Bobo Sweep like it's yeah. I love. I'm a big fan of rabbits. I love rabbits. Second to probably a few other things, but you know, quite up my top list of things that I love. You get a cover to block the camera, but it is meant to help with lower objects like cables. Okay. Also, yeah, cables is also an important thing. If you have a lot of cables around, with my other vacuum cleaner, yeah, you'll be screwed. So if I had this plugged in, and this cable was loose, close to the floor, this would actually, it will tangle, and then it would. And I had a lot of lightning cables tangled in my previous rubber vacuum. Hopefully this model doesn't do that. Bear in mind that the rubber vacuum I bought it around 3 years ago, so probably technology evolved. But yeah, certainly depends on what you have on your floor, and if you don't have a big mess on your floor, you don't have many things on your floor, this will do a good job. So the fluffy programmer 2 up 2 down, yeah, that 2 up 2 down is a standard thing. Sometimes I guess 3 up 3 down, it's even worse. Is the vacuum smart enough not to fall down the stairs to the basement? I would say yes. My other one didn't fall down. Never did fall down. I also experimented on a table, so you can see this desk. Hypothetically, I don't think it's gonna fall down. Even the cheaper versions don't fall down, and I hope this doesn't fall down. This expensive version. So. Okay, so John is saying, I cover my dining room, living room, and kitchen with the bot. I love it. All right, awesome. Nice. I'm looking forward to this feature. This is the mopping feature. So I've never used the mopping feature. I want to see how good this is. So let me just show you what else is in this box. Got the mopping. The charging base, I like this quality, like how this looks. It's got slight padding also underneath. So one problem I had with my previous robot vacuum is that the base would move. So for example, if you have it here, when the vacuum tries to dock, if this moves slightly, then you end up that if this moves sideways, then the vacuum can't dock anymore, depending on if you have this in a corner or not. So by having some sort of footing underneath, hopefully that's not gonna slip around, or it depends how gently it docks. That's also something else to note when you look at robo vacuums. More stuff inside here. Okay, so these are rotating, I don't know how you call these things that spins around to get the dust. There's 2 of them in the box. I'm gonna keep that. I like the shape. This is a slightly different shape than the previous one I had. Maybe next time I'll show you my old robot and do a comparison. Good news, UK socket, power brick. And this looks like a standard one, so I've got plenty of these. So if in case this breaks, I've got a replacement. This chair noise is not annoying, the creaking. I don't know how it's coming across in the video. All right, so we've got more boxes here. We've got microfiber mopping pad. Nice. This is a disposable one. I'm not sure how keen you are on disposable stuff, because you know we've got to think about the environment, and if we have to dispose one of these, I got 2 questions. Then basically, you know, what's the cost to buying these pads, and also can you buy rewashable ones? I'm assuming you could buy rewashable ones. you have 10 to start with. I mean, it's not bad, 10 to start with, but then what do? Do you buy reusable ones? It's like, I remember like when my wife, she was pregnant, and they talked about reusable nappies, and I was like shocked by the fact that reusable nappies existed, and you can actually, you know, potentially try to clean them up and put them in the washing machine. And they told us about how many actually the average kid consumes by the time they get out of nappies, and there was like the size of an entire car, or I can't remember what it was, or a bus full of nappies, and they were talking about the impact on the environment. So potentially in a future 10, 15, 20 years, you're gonna have no options to have disposable stuff anymore. So that's going to be quite interesting to see how that evolves, also how it impacts technology. All right, we have this mopping kit. All right, I should see this. Let me open it up. Aha, wow. All right, this is getting quite complex. I'm gonna have to, I don't know what this is now. Okay, so this is we've got a camera lens cover in here, as Dan mentioned, and we've got some information that I will be carefully reading. I will not be throwing this away. Maybe, maybe not. What I do normally is I try to set it out, figure it out, and then I get stuck, and I just put out the instructions. Okay, so we have more pads. I think this is the, okay, so this is the attachment pad. We have more of these spinning things to catch the dust. Is this a remote? I hope this is a remote. No, it's not a remote. Oh, you don't have now every vacuum had an actual physical remote. You don't have, I can't find a remote here. You might not have a remote. And this looks like it's a filter thing. Right, but I'll look more carefully later if there's actually a remote somewhere. All these boxes to clear out. It's not going to be good for recycling. My recycling bin is full. So where I live, I have the recycling bin gets collected every fortnight, and then they have the general waste. So actually collection day, I think, is tomorrow for all the packaging stuff, like this stuff here, paper. So it's a good time to unbox everything and then put it in there, and it's gone. Well, not this, I guess this one I keep it in case things not working. So presumably you want to keep the boxes for a warranty period or 14 days or whatever it is. Let me put this aside. Okay, let me check. Let me cover some questions. I lost track. Okay, so Edward's saying, he's asking if they go well from carpet to tile and to hard floor, which is a really good question. There are good offers on vacuum bots. Oh, that's also good to know. Oh, AIVI. I don't know what this brand is, but I'll check it out. Okay, so Dan is saying it's easy to use through the app. Sort of all standard settings, so not much to think about. Fluffy program is saying, my missus won't let me spend this type of money on Hoover. Yeah, I agree with you. It's a ridiculous amount of money. No one needs this. This is just luxury. All of this is luxury, in my opinion. Do you have the option to save more than one floor so you can move it up and down stairs when you want? Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to buy more than one of these. Not immediately. So I will be moving it up and down for sure. I'm going to position it in the ground floor where the kitchen is. And that's where I think we're going to do the most work. Potentially move this room and the other room over there when there's hard floor. But I have a carpet in the middle in the hallway. So I hope it doesn't mop over the carpet. That would be quite bad. I'll get in trouble. also awesome. So it looks like it works really well when moving from carpet to hard floor. Nice. All right, we have Mark. Mark What Tech? Yeah, we've got new shiny things today, Mark. He's also got a YouTube channel. He's featured on the Smart Home Makers show, which is just some live streams I do with some other friends, YouTube friends. Also nice to see you. So Edward, yeah, so you can climb this device. So we need to sort of think of how much it can climb. One thing I actually want to think, you need to think about this. You need to think about the measurement of basically from top to ground, and you need to figure out where this actually can go. So I have a sofa that has some I think it's like, I don't know, 20 centimeters, 8 inches, 9 inches, I'm not sure. I didn't actually measure it, but I'm quite confident it's going to go underneath it. So that's really where these get value. So with a manual vacuum, I won't go underneath the sofa every time or underneath furniture. I would just, you just skim around it, honestly, right? But this guy would just go under and it would do it. So if this can fit under most of your furniture and not get stuck, then this is going to add a lot of value in terms of the cleanliness of your house and just environment. I also have an allergy to dust mites, so it's good to have fresh, I don't know, things fresh. So Terry's nappies are reusable. Yeah, exactly. I mean, they might have like smart nappies one day. I don't know, like some sort of thing that sends you a message on your phone, on your home assistant, it's time to change a nappy. But I think, you can use your instinct, and you can probably smell it from a mile. So, okay, so it picks up perfectly pet hair, and the cleaning, and when I'm at work every day, clean the brushes in the bottom of the pet. Okay, I haven't actually looked at the bottom of it. Let's have a look. Oh, okay. So here we have, let me show you. So we got these are the attachments where you put those things that spin around to collect the dust. Here you have your main brush pad. This is the weak spot I found in rubber vacuums. Things can get stuck in this mechanism, especially the hair, obviously rotates. So this way you'll need to clear this out to some sort of frequency. You actually see you're able to, I'm not going to try and remove it because I haven't seen the instructions of how to do it, but you can potentially actually clean this out. I'm assuming underneath here you can, underneath here you're able to, this is where you empty things out and where you put, I'm assuming put the mopping in. This is the big wheels. These wheels are quite, this gives you the climbing capability that I think we were talking about. This maneuvers it, so it helps it to spin around. You get some dust collecting also here. Be careful in the middle, so you keep this clean. The cleaner and the more maintenance you do to the vacuum, the longer it's going to last. And these two things over at the top enable it to, magnetically dock. Well, not magnetic, well, I don't know. It just docks on the dock. So Mark, this is it's actually on sale on Amazon UK and up until tomorrow. So think about it. It's the Ecovacs Deebot. Can't remember what version model it's. Ozmo T8 AIVI. So if you do want to get one, check out Stu's reviews channel. He's done a 20-minute in-depth review of it, and if you want to buy it, use his Amazon affiliate as a sort of thank you for the review that he did. I use his affiliate, and it costs nothing to you to get if you want to get it, and let Amazon pay a bit of money out to other people. You know, they've got enough money, Amazon, so they're fine. They're fine. But it's £599, £599. So it is. I don't know, for vacuums, I would say it's not the most expensive, but it certainly is expensive for robo vacuums, and just in general it is expensive, in my opinion. It's not easy to justify, but it apparently has this laser capability, so you can actually do it. It's easy to clean, Dan says. So Dan actually has it. He has his vacuum, so he's saying it's very easy to clean. Mine was a nightmare to clean, which puts you off of it, because if it takes you more time to clean the vacuum rather than the actual cleaning, that's pointless, right? The vacuum should be there to help you. Now, if you also want to check out my own smart home kit, there's a link in the description, and you can find out all the smart home gear that I actually use, and also some of the gear that I use for networking and for filming. So I will be updating the gear that I actually am using with these new devices, and keep them in sync too. So if you want to check that out, you can do that too. How big is the fridge? Hold on. Craig's from Facebook. I think it's the first Facebook comment that's coming, is how big is the fridge? I'm not sure. We haven't talked about fridges. Where the fridge has it been sold? Okay, I'm not sure. Anyway, no questions about the fridge. So it has lasers, evil genius time. Yeah, it has some laser capability, so should be able to do that. I'm going to really leave you to that today. I finished my unboxing. Let me know what was your favorite device, or the device you're actually looking forward for me to make a video on in more detail, and I will then prioritize that in my video calendar list or whatever. But my next main video is going to be about these Zigbee devices that I mentioned. I've got a whole bunch of them, and I'll be testing them out and finding out how they work, and getting them all working, and building a mini smart home in this whole room. So seeing it, how it all works from a beginner's perspective. So it's always good to try and step back and think about the beginner, and seeing how, you know, someone starting out from zero, from scratch, what would they need to do, right? Just in general, doesn't have to be Home Assistant, but just in general, how can people start? So awesome. You gotta love this. All this stuff is just. I don't know if you can see all these comments. This is awesome. Hello, madam. I'm here about the fridge sale. I don't think I'm pretty. So, yeah, we've got a lot of fun from Facebook coming up. Into the future. No, it's lopsided. He's putting all this for sale. Awesome. It's too much fun. All right, guys, take care of yourself. I'll leave you to it. Have fun, and good night.